Breaks are terrible. They are excuses to fuck other people for the most part. It's not malicious always. They're not always intending to go out and sleep with new people. It's just a feeling of, I don't want this anymore, I'm gonna try something new. Hey guys, Hector Castillo Poppy from girlschase.com. Today I want to discuss taking breaks in relationships and why they're stupid, okay? Very point blank. Breaks in a relationship are when you say, we're gonna separate, we're gonna take a break, but we're not breaking up, okay? It's just a excuse, for the most part, for people to go have sex with new people. It may not be the prime motivation. They may not say, okay, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna, go suck some other dick or fuck some other pussy, depending on who initiated the break, and it's always one person who really initiates the break. And I'll have them in my back pocket. Not a lot of people are that malicious and self-aware. What is usually happening is, let's say from the girl's perspective, because that's where we really want to discuss it, is if the girl wants to take a break. What she's essentially feeling is that I'm not in the relationship anymore. I don't feel connected with you. She may not even know why, right? A lot of times it's just, I don't feel it anymore, right? Unless they're hyper self-aware. Then what's gonna happen is, because they're no longer giving those emotions, because in their mind, they've essentially put you in a box. I want some distance, I want a break, whatever. You're over here, okay? That leaves her open to other guys, because you were in the relationship, she was mostly focused on you. Because girls, when they're with a guy that they like, 99% of the time, they just like being with him. They don't really need to go outside the relationship. But now that you're not there, there's this whole world of possibility that's open, right? And men are gonna pick up on this, okay? I don't know if it's fucking pheromones or fucking body language, but men are gonna, they're gonna feel it. They're gonna go after it, okay? That's just gonna create a situation where your girlfriend, I guess if you can even still call her your girlfriend, not really anymore, it kind of just not your turn anymore. She is going to fuck some other guys and suck some other guys off. And I even had an ex-girlfriend, we were going on a break and I was a fucking needy bitch. I'll tell you, I fucking cried on the phone when she said she wanted to take a break. And I remember telling her, I can laugh about it now. I was crying, I was like, do you want to fuck other people? Do you want to sleep with other people? And what did she say exactly? She's like, well, I'm not gonna go out looking for it. like I'm not gonna search it out. And I actually kind of bought that. And then, once you realize what was actually happening, well, she was a hot girl, so she doesn't need to go out and look for it. It's gonna fucking come to her, She's out partying, trust me, the guy's gonna find her. And that's how it works, right? Guys are going for girls, right? They're the ones hunting the girls. In some ways, the girls are hunting for the guys, but the guys are approaching, they're going out and getting it. And so, she doesn't have to look for it, is basically the point, okay? And then what's gonna happen is, let's say she does come back with you, okay? How does that feel? Because let me give you the picture of what's going on. She wanted a break. She went out and dated, maybe even just went on a date. Maybe she didn't even fuck anyone, or maybe she stuck the dick, didn't fuck, maybe she fucked, maybe she got gangbanged, I don't know what it is, right? She was courting other men or letting other men court her. Then she came back to you. Now, the first explanation is, well, I realized you were the best. Okay. If you thought I was the best, you probably wouldn't have made a break and made a separation, okay? What's really being communicated there is, I think that you're the safest option, because she definitely did find a cooler option, or at least a different option that would have been fun to taste for a while. What really is happening, if we want to just keep it real, because I know from this ex-girlfriend, because I found out she'd fucked a few guys. But one guy in particular that she fucked that she really liked, but he didn't want to date her. So I was over here crying about my fucking break, right? Like a little bitch. I ended up hooking up with a few girls. I wasn't totally hopeless, but I was still emotionally fucked up. She was fucking a few guys, fucked this one guy that she thought was a stud. And then essentially he didn't see her as serious enough to accept her relationship. And then she came back to me because she knew I was willing to have a serious relationship with her. So that guy saw her for the thought she was, because she was a thought, trust me, for like 1,000 different reasons beyond just this point, unequivocally, okay? But I was willing to cuff her, again, right? That's how you need to look at it. Not, you're the best option. It was, I looked for better and I might have found it, or I couldn't find it, which is even more of an insult too. So either she found something better, that better didn't want her back, or the second one, which is possibly even more insulting, is that she couldn't find better. So what does that say about your girlfriend? It means that she lacks so many options, right? Part of you is like, well, you should have been able to find different. And if you can't, well, that must mean that you're really not that much of a catch. Think about it, right? So either way, you're taking back something that she thought she didn't want to have. And you realize now, because of that situation, she wasn't even worth having either. Because if she really was high value, she would have found someone cool. Or she would have found someone cool and they would have wanted her back as well. Okay, so breaks are terrible. They are excuses to fuck other people for the most part. It's not malicious always. They're not always intending to go out and sleep with new people. It's just a feeling of, I don't want this anymore, I'm gonna try something new. It's usually also one party. But even if it's both of you, even if it's a mutual break, even if it's a mutual separation, you're still essentially allowing your girlfriend to go and fuck other guys. You may be comfortable with that because you're not, it's a break, it's fine, right? And now she's back with me and it's cool. I don't feel comfortable knowing that we were in a relationship, I was her man. Then at some point that stopped. She went outside of the relationship, sucked some new dick, and then came back to me. It just feels like she's kissing me with some other guy's dick on her breath. That's how it feels to me. Some of you may not be of that thought process. You may be more liberal and more understanding and more open. If that's you, okay, but that's not me. I am not comfortable knowing that my girl, once we're in a relationship, fucks some other guy. Once the relationship is done, in my opinion, the relationship is finished. It is done. If you felt like you wanted to take a break and you wanted to fuck other girls, that means you're no longer really that into that girl. You're not as attracted to her, as bonded with her, connected with her. You don't feel like, maybe the sex is great, maybe you just don't bond with her, or maybe you bond with her, but the sex is not that great. Whatever it is, she didn't have the juice anymore. She didn't have the mojo. She didn't have that, right? Find a different girl. You won't deal with the disgust of, sleeping with a girl that, once she had already been with you, been with someone else. You're not gonna deal with the worry that she found better, but better didn't want her, so she settled with you. Or you don't have to worry that you settled because she couldn't find better because she's not that much of a catch. And most essentially though, most importantly, once the foundation of a house is broken, you can keep rebuilding the house, but the foundation is broken. And eventually the house is going to crumble because it's built on sand or it's built on broken shit. And it is itself gonna start to cave in, and the ground beneath it, the foundation beneath it, is going to cave in. So no matter how much repair you do on the relationship after, because some people probably say, oh, well, we feel, we reconnected and we had a chance to go out. That's just all rationalization. That's just all bullshit. That's retroactive, like I said, rationalization. Instead, just break it. Just fucking bomb the house with a goddamn Moab nuke. It's gone, okay? Because I've had a lot of times when I wanted to take a break from a girl or I wanted to break up with her. And I always delayed that breakup way longer than I should have. And when I did finally break up with her, I looked back and said, fuck, I should have did this 3 months earlier, 6 months earlier. I would have had that much more time to be free from a shitty situation. The only reason why people don't break up with people is because they feel like they can't replace them or get better or get different. Right? When it comes to brass tacks, that's what you're saying in the end. You're afraid of losing them, and the only reason you're afraid of losing something is because you can't find something else. If you're in a job that you don't like, but you want to keep making the money and you kind of enjoy it, but you really don't that much and you really want to do something else, the only reason why you're not quitting is because you don't think you can do whatever it is you truly want to do. You're afraid to chase your dream because you don't think you can get it. But if you knew 100% that you could get that dream job, you would quit in an instant, right? It's not always that easy though. It's a hard process. In the same way, if you knew that this relationship's not working for whatever reason, and you knew that you could go out and find someone who's better in whatever way, hotter, more beautiful, more funny, you connect with more, you have more similarity with, she's gonna give you exactly what you want in a relationship. If you knew that, you would break up in an instant. And if you say otherwise, I think you're full of shit. So, don't take breaks. They're just excuses to fuck other people or to bond with other people, okay? And you don't want to deal with that disgust of having to take back a girl who really didn't want you that much in the first place, or you didn't want her that much in the first place. And that doesn't feel good. And so just avoid that by just obliterating the relationship and getting it over with. Now, let's say you listen to me and you break up the relationship, because you should. You want to find a new relationship. I know there's not a girl waiting on her knees saying, Daddy, do you want to be my boyfriend and I'll suck your dick whenever you want and be the best girlfriend ever? Right? I know that's not waiting for you. Or it might be, I don't know. But you're gonna go out and you're gonna have to find it. How do you find that new girlfriend, right? Maybe you've been in a relationship for a long time and you've kind of lost your mojo. You've lost your edge. You haven't been keeping the sword sharp. I get it. We have something for you. I have something for you. I got an offer for you, okay? I have a course called One Date for you, and you can check it out in the description below. This course will teach you how to go out and meet girls, how to text them, how to get them on a date, how to seduce her, how to bond with her, how to make her attracted to you, how to arouse her, and then how to get her home and have sex with her, and then lead that into the relationship that you want, the new relationship that you want. Or, you just have sex. Or you have a casual relationship because you want to play the field for a while. Whatever your goals are, whatever your dating goals are, doing this process of the One Date course is going to allow you to do that in a very simplified way. And it lays out everything very clearly. So in the description below, check out One Date and we'll teach you the process for getting a new girlfriend or just getting some sex or some new partners or, again, whatever the fuck you want. Check the description below and you'll get that. Cool. Hector Castillo, Poppy from girlschase.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.